Today, let's talk about something that's a mix of emotions. It's both a bitter and sweet. We all have our go-to spots for speedy, mouth-watering meals that we're on the move. Our beloved fast food chains. But just like everything else, the fast food industry keeps changing. Here we'll take a look into 10 fast food chains that are saying goodbye to some of their spots. 1. Steak and Shake. Steak and Shake, a fast food restaurant that's been around since 1934, is famous for its burgers, delicious shakes and crispy fries. But in recent years, it's faced some significant challenges that have led to the closure of over 500 of its locations since 2015. And in 2022, they announced plans to shut down another 450. One major issue they've been dealing with is a consistent drop in sales over the past few years. In 2021, their sales were down by 10% compared to 2020. To make things even tougher, they're up against fierce competition from fast food giants like McDonald's, Burger King, and Wendy's. These rivals have been pouring resources into creating new menu items, launching eye-catching marketing campaigns, and embracing the latest technology. Moreover, people's tastes have changed. Many folks are now looking for healthier and more budget-friendly dining choices. Unfortunately, Steak and Shake's menu, with its focus on burgers, fries, and milkshakes, doesn't quite match up with the current trend towards healthier options. 2. Ruby Tuesday. Ruby Tuesday, a restaurant chain with more than 200 locations closed since 2017 and plans to shut down an additional 200 in 2022, has been struggling to keep its doors open. In October 2017, they made a significant move by transitioning to a private ownership through a $146 million deal with NRD Capital Management, which was completed in early 2018. However, the COVID-19 pandemic dealt them another tough blow, leading to a Chapter 11 bankruptcy filing on October 7, 2020. In response to the pandemic's efforts, Ruby Tuesday had to permanently close 185 restaurants that were hit hard. To address these difficulties, Ruby Tuesday's CEO, Sean Letterman, wanted to assure customers and stakeholders that the closures and restructuring didn't signify the end of the chain. In a released statement, Letterman said, "This announcement does not mean goodbye Ruby Tuesday. Today's actions will allow us an opportunity to reposition the company for long-term stability as we recover from the unprecedented impact of COVID-19. So they're looking at these changes as a way to make the company more resilient and ready for the future." 3. IHOP. IHOP, the beloved pancake house chain that's been serving up tasty breakfast since 1958, has been struggling with some substantial challenges lately. They've had to close down more than 100 locations since 2018, and there are big plans to shutter an additional 100 in 2022. The parent company of IHOP, Dine Brands Global, recently announced the closure of nearly 100 restaurants in the next 6 months, pointing to their underperformances as the reason. However, IHOP's president, Jay Johns, seems optimistic and believes they can replace these underperforming spots with more successful ones. Their third quarter earnings report tells part of the story. It revealed a significant 18.7% drop in sales, going from $217.4 million down to $176.6 million for the period ending in September. Out of the 1,683 IHOP restaurants in the United States, 1,425 were open for in-restaurant dining as of September 30. In response to the challenges posed by COVID-19, IHOP has been putting more emphasis on expanding its takeout and delivery services. However, this change in their operations has come with a bit of a downside. The shift resulted in a decrease in online ordering sales, which made up only 22% of their total sales in the third quarter of 2020 compared to 34.7% in the second quarter. 4. TGI Fridays. TGI Fridays, a popular restaurant chain, has encountered its fair share of challenges. Since 2018, they've had to close more than 100 locations. In 2022, they made the tough decision to close an additional 100, but the COVID-19 pandemic has caused them to revise these numbers downward. TGI Fridays CEO Ray Blanchette has explained that about 10 to 12% of their global restaurants will be shut down by the end of the pandemic. In May, he had initially talked about closing 20% of their US restaurants due to declining sales caused by the pandemic. When the pandemic hit, Blanchette, who took the reins at TGI Fridays in 2018, steered the ship through the storm by putting in place strategies like reducing royalty payments and investing in delivery and curbside pickup. These actions have helped the company recover some of its initial losses. 5. Waffle House. Another casualty of the pandemic is Waffle House, known for its round-the-clock service. The chain has been significantly impacted and has had to temporarily shut down a substantial number of its restaurants in response to the coronavirus outbreak. As of the time of this publication, 418 Waffle House locations have closed their doors, while 1,574 establishments are still in operation. Although Waffle House is most famous in the southern United States, it has a presence throughout the entire nation. 6. Red Lobster. Red Lobster has been going through some tough financial times with a reported net loss of $15.3 million in 2022. This is a stark contrast to the $17.4 million profit they made in 2021. Their sales have taken a hit, dropping by 6.4% in 2022 compared to the previous year. A mix of factors has contributed to these challenges. One of them is a reduced number of customers walking through their doors, largely due to the increased competition from other casual dining chains, and the growing trend of delivery and takeout services. People's preferences are changing too. They're seeking out healthier and more budget-friendly dining options, and Red Lobster's seafood-heavy menu might be seen as expensive and less healthy. On top of all of this, labour shortages have made it difficult for the company to properly staff its restaurants, a problem that's widespread in the industry. 7. Chili's! Chili's is a well-known restaurant chain has found itself in a bit of a tough spot, primarily due to its declining sales. In 2021, they experienced a notable 10% drop in sales compared to the previous year. This decrease can be attributed in part to the fierce competition from other casual dining chains. Additionally, the scarcity of available labour has made it difficult for Chili's to staff their restaurants adequately, a common issue plaguing the industry. In response to these challenges, Chili's had made some significant changes. They've trimmed down their menu from over 100 items down to 60, aiming to streamline operations and cut costs. They've also given their restaurants a makeover, complete with self-order kiosks to offer a fresh dining experiences. 8. Applebees! Applebees, a chain famous for its burgers, ribs and pasta, has had to make some significant moves in recent years. Since 2018, they've closed over 100 locations, and in 2022, they unveiled plans to shutter an additional 100. These closures are part of Applebee's strategy to turn things around, with the goal of boosting profitability and improving their overall performance. The specific locations that will be closed haven't been disclosed, but the decision to do so is based on factors like how profitable the franchises are, how well they're performing operationally, and whether they meet the brand's quality standards. In terms of the menu, Applebee's has been focusing on value, presentation, and taste. They're also considering bringing back some popular items from their past, all in a bid to win over their customers. 9. Raising Cane's! Raising Cane's, renowned for its chicken fingers, has found itself in a challenging spot. Over the past few years, they've been struggling with supply chain problems, notably a shortage of chicken and other essential ingredients. To complicate matters further, some of their locations have had to contend with an uptick in crime, which is further denting the company's financial performance. In response to these challenges, Raising Cane has had to make some difficult choices. This year, they decided to close down restaurants in areas where car break-ins and robberies have become alarmingly common in their parking lots. 10. Krispy Kreme! Over the past year, Krispy Kreme has had to say goodbye to several of its locations, and they've recently unveiled plans to close another 12 to 14 locations in 2023. During an earnings call, Krispy Kreme's president and CEO Mike Tattersfield did provide some positive news. He mentioned that the company had been experiencing organic growth globally, even in a challenging economic climate. However, amidst the good news, Krispy Kreme somewhat quietly revealed its intentions to close more locations. It seems that the decision to close these stores is part of a strategic move by Krispy Kreme aimed at ensuring long-term health and success of their business. That concludes today's video. Consider subscribing to our channel for more. Thanks for watching.